What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for March 27th, 2018. Happens to be my pop's birthday today, so happy birthday, Dad. But I got some stuff here. I got a few dollar bin things. I went out to a shop not too long ago. Got some cheap stuff in the dollar bin, just for the hell of it. Stuff I didn't have or never heard, but and then a bunch of new stuff. So figure I'll start with first, I guess about 10 bucks worth of dollar stuff. So first up is a local band on an independent label called Big Street. Local Philly band from back in the, I guess, the early to mid 80s. Just straightforward rock and roll type stuff. Pretty cool though. This was a 5-song EP that they did. I don't think they had anything else after this, but never saw it before, so I just took a chance on it. It was okay. Pretty cool. Nothing fantastic. Nobody on it that I know of, that I know real well around the area, but pretty cool stuff anyway. I like to pick up independent pressing stuff I never heard of before. Another straightforward kind of rock thing, the Vultures. These guys were from, I think these guys were a Philly band as well. Or, Eastern PA band. Another EP. Again, independent thing. And I just picked it up just to check it out. It was, like I said, it was only $1, so some weird stuff. Dr. Houk record that I didn't have, called A Little Bit More. Cover's not in the greatest shape, but I haven't listened to this yet. But like I said, the cover's not in the best shape. The vinyl was really good, so pick that up. Dean Martin's Greatest Hits Volume 1. Original pressing. This one was like dead mint, so I just picked it up because I wasn't sure. Even if I had this one, it didn't look familiar to me. And B, if I did have it, this obviously is almost like a near mint copy, so loved some old Dean Martin. One on Epic, Yardbirds, Greatest. Pretty cool. I don't really see this one too often, especially at the shop. I don't think I ever saw it there, but pretty cool. I don't have any Yardbirds on vinyl, so I figured this will be good enough. But it has like Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, Smokestack Lighting, New York City Blues, Evil Hearted You, Putty in Your Hands, stuff like that. And this was dead mint, except for there's like a paper scuff here. I guess that's why they put it in the dollar bin, but it didn't affect the play of the record, so pick that one up. Next up, Golden Earring Switch. I wasn't sure if I had this one. I think I have it on CD, but I didn't have it on vinyl. Like I said, it was it's in pretty decent shape, so figured for $1, why not? And this one was in there too. I don't know why this was in there, because it's in decent shape. It's actually in really good shape. And it's the Beatles' Hard Day's Night. That's the original pressing. So I picked this up because I never had this on vinyl. I have a ton of Beatles, but I never bought Hard Day's Night. So I just got it to add to the collection. For some reason, every copy I've ever seen of this one's been beat to shit. And I always wanted, with the Beatles stuff, I want the originals, the original pressing, so picked that up. And it sounded great. Another one I never heard of before. I don't know. I haven't listened to this one yet, so maybe if anybody's heard this, let me know what they're like. Private Lines, Trouble in School. I have a feeling it's like a power pop, but it look cool. And then one I never see on vinyl. I never had this on vinyl. I have this on CD as well. But Uriah Heep, Look at Yourself. It's in pretty decent shape. It's kind of, the outer cover's got some ring wear, but the vinyl was in decent shape. So, and again, for $1. Sometimes, most of the times you see this without the, you know, the fake mirror thing, but good record. I always liked this record. And the last one of the cheaps I picked up was Love Revisited on Elektra. I don't have much Love stuff, so I just picked this up. And I haven't listened to this either. And the rest is newer stuff and or, you know, like original stuff that I didn't pay $1 for. Which I'll pull just regular used stuff that I picked up. And then the rest will be, yeah, the rest is all new. First up, one, I found this for cheap. I always heard of this person, but it's Jane County, Resurrection. It's a live record. I didn't know that, but it was cheap, so I decided to give it a shot. But I like this a lot. Definitely a New York, you know, CBGB's kind of sound. And I think he was Wayne County. He was a cross-dresser, but I always liked Wayne and Jane County stuff. So this is a pretty cool record. This one, ever since I read the Bon Scott book, I've been on the hunt for this one, and nobody around here has ever heard of it or seen it. And that's Critical Mass. It's What's Inside that counts. Bon Scott used to hang out with these guys when he lived in Florida, or when they played in Florida all the time. So I never heard of him until I read the biography, but definitely I'm glad I checked it out. I really like this record a lot. It's more it's kind of like a lighter Dead Boys type stuff. It's got a bit of punk, mostly rock, but pretty cool record. Came out in 1980 on MCA. And this was a bitch to find. This one's like dead mint too, except for the cut corner. It's a gold stamp promo. But I'm really glad I found this one. But I don't think this has ever been reissued on CD or anything like that. It's weird. I guess it wasn't a big seller at all, but it's cheap. I mean, you can find it under $10. But really cool band. I think you can find some of their stuff on YouTube. A couple things anyway. Not much, but good record though. And then two used blues things. McKinley Morganfield, aka Muddy Waters, on Chess. Double album. Just got this to add to the collection. Love Muddy Waters. Really cool collection too. Like I said, on Chess. And then the Chester Burnett, aka Howlin' Wolf, on Chess. Another double LP, kind of same vein as this one. Double, you know, best of type thing, but really killer. Again, I have a lot of Howlin' Wolf, so I just got it to add to the blues section of the music room. And the rest are all new titles. I don't think, well, new and reissue. First up, Hendrix. Both Sides of the Sky. I did a review on this on my channel, so you can go to that and check it out. I reviewed this by itself, but really killer new unearthed tracks on here. A lot of bluesy type shit, which is my favorite Hendrix stuff. Does an amazing version of Manish Boy on here from Muddy. And like I said in my individual review, it is the first batch are all numbered, which most of the Hendrix ones are. When they reissued them, they put out numbered editions of it. So the first pressing's always numbered. This one's number 3130. I don't know how many initial, but our distributor is out of them, so I would imagine when they get them back in, they're not going to be numbered. But really killer record. 10 unreleased tracks, and then two or three, I think it's 2 alternate takes of a couple other tracks. But 180 gram vinyl, really killer. Looks beautiful, sounds great on vinyl. Next up, another one on Jungle Records. I picked up the Johnny Thunders definitive, the LAMF definitive edition last year, the end of last year, which is a 3 LP, yeah, 3 LP set, which has the main album, and then 2 LPs worth of demo sessions and alternate mixes. And then they finally released LAMF, but this is the Lost 77 mix. It does sound a little different than the normal album, not a ton different, but so I picked that up, and like I said, it's just the album. But I have an original pressing of this as well, but it was cool to hear this one, and it's remastered, so it sounds great. I love this. That's one of my favorite records, so definitely check that one out. Next up, a new one on what was it, Rave Up Records out of Italy, which they do like weird punk and 70s glam reissues, like when bands had 7 inches and stuff out. They're like the Italian version of I don't know, High Roller maybe. I mean, High Roller does more metal and rock and hard rock, but they did a record from these guys a couple years ago that's long out of print, and they decided, I guess, to do another one called it's the Bratz out of New York City. Bratzology it's called, the Bratz collection. Has 10 tracks. Some the single stuff, a demo, a couple demos, and live demos. But it's a pretty cool companion piece to the other Bratz record that they put out. I have one of the original Bratz 7 inches that I got a while ago now, but pretty cool band. Always liked these guys. They used to open for Kiss all the time back in the 70s up in New York. But Rave Up, I love that label. It's hard to get their stuff, and some of their stuff's not cheap. However, this one was 18, I think. It was under 20 bucks, but decided to pick that up. I'm glad I did. There's the whole story of the Bratz on the back. But if you're not familiar with Rave Up Records, just go to raveuprecords.com. You can see a complete list of all the releases, but really killer. Next one, I want to thank Greeno for emailing me or texting me about this one. High Roller just reissued this Diamond Head Lightning to the Nations, also known as the White Album. the 2 LP set. And they've released it in black and white vinyl. I did pick up the white vinyl. I think Reno said he picked up the black. So I guess whenever he does a new video, he'll probably show it. Hopefully he got it. But really killer. Sounds amazing. Looks amazing. I'm trying to think if there else was in here. Yeah, that's it. But it has Lightning to the Nations, The Prince, Sucking My Love, Am I Evil, Sweet and Innocent, It's Electric, Helpless, Shoot Out the Lights, Streets of Gold, Waited Too Long, Play It Loud, Diamond Lights, We Won't Be Back, I Don't Got. But really killer. And here's the white vinyl version, and it also came with this killer book inside as well. I just dropped something on the floor. I don't know what that was. Bear with me. Oh, that's right. Backstage pass type thing, and then the booklet. Really killer insert pictures. One of my favorite albums, thanks to Lars Ulrich and Metallica, when they originally did Am I Evil on one of, what was that thing, on the Creeping Death EP, I think it was, back in '84, I guess. And I was hooked, and it was so hard back then to get Diamond Head stuff, like the mid '80s, and then finally they started reissuing stuff. But I have this on CD, this actual white album thing, and I like it. I loved it. And I know it's Lightning to the Nations album with some bonus stuff, which I picked up a Lightning to the Nations, an original copy on vinyl on the first label that they were on. I forget what label it was, but I guess about 6 months ago I picked that up. But I was happy to get this, and High Roller did an amazing job on this. So again, Greeno, thanks for turning me on to this. They all are sold out. You can't get the white or the black, and I guess the next pressing, who knows when it's going to be done and what color. But next up, I picked up a reissue from the Dwarfs called Lick It, 1983 to '86. This takes all of their early stuff all in one place. This is on Burger Records, who just released their new album, which I've been waiting to get on vinyl. I don't know why it's been taking so long to get on vinyl, but this is a cool double gatefold. Beautiful packaging on it. They were really punky then. And this has a ton of songs on it, so this one just came out. Like I said, this is early stuff, early Dwarf stuff from '83 to '86. If you're not familiar with the Dwarves, they're definitely one of those underground things that it was kind of hard to find their stuff up until a couple years ago. I guess MVD, Music Video Distributors, reissued a lot of their shit, and now that they're signed to Burger, I guess they're going to reissue some of the older stuff. They have a couple releases out for Record Store Day that Burger's doing that I can't wait. I ordered them. I don't know if I'll get them, but so there's the Dwarves. Definitely check them out. If you like punky stuff, definitely check it out. I love them. I always have. I thought they were great. This band I've never been a huge fan of, but I decided to check this out. It was cheap enough. brand new record. The Sword, called Used Furniture. And this is on red slushy colored vinyl. Very 70s sounding, 70s riff, 70s riff oriented type stuff. I like this a lot. I thought this was good. I don't know if I would go and, there's the pretty cool colored vinyl. I don't know if this is like the limited one or what, but there's the band. They've been around for quite a while now. Like I said, it just came in. It looked interesting. I sampled some of the stuff online before I bought it. I liked it, so definitely a cool record. Very 70s sounding. Like I said, 70s riff rock type stuff, but really cool. I only listened to it once so far, but I'm definitely going to pop it on again. I might do an individual review of this one. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Next up is the new, the brand new Suicidal Tendencies record called Get Your Fight On. Mike Murr is back. And Dave Lombardo from Slayer is actually in Suicidal Tendencies now. He plays drums on this. And that was one of the main reasons I got it. I didn't care for Suicidal Tendencies' last record, although I didn't pay much attention to it, but it's on like PL vinyl. But I saw Dave was on this, so I decided to give it a shot. So, I liked it. It's cool. If you like Suicidal Tendencies, you'll dig it. Like older stuff. I only listened to the first side because I wasn't sure if you could see the tracks for the second side. I got it right. Get your right on, get your bass on, get your shred on, and get your fight on. But I'll definitely pop that on and see what that's all about. But cool cover though. And lastly, picked up obviously the new Judas Priest record. This is the black vinyl version. And I also got the very limited through Pledge Music. Came in the mail. And that is limited to 50. It was either, maybe it was 500. 500 copies of this one. And that's completely autographed by the band. And it is a color, it's red and orange, I think. I'll pull it out here. I think it's red and orange, but it's the only way you could have got this was through Pledge Music. And again, it is completely autographed by everybody, including Glenn Tipton. UK pressing, this one is. And then, there's the inner sleeve. It is a strictly limited black and red, or red with black, I guess, vinyl pressing, which was only available through Pledge Music. Now I know Nuclear Blast overseas is doing, they're selling all different colored versions of this, which I think is, it's crazy, because the straight US version is just black. There was no other versions available. But like I said, if you go to Nuclear Blast UK or whatever it is, and they're not even on Nuclear Blast over there. I don't know how they do it, but because they're on Epic. But there's like, I think 4 other variants of this this album, 4 different colors. I'm not sure which ones, but I would imagine they're still there. This sold out on Pledge Music in something like 2 hours or something like that. It sold so many so fast that they added another, I think it was gray and silver vinyl autographed, and that sold out in about the same amount of time. And then what they ended up doing is anybody that bought this on vinyl, this copy, or this version I should say, with the autographs, you got the CD, you got the digital download, I think that was it, the CD and the digital download with it. So, but I liked autographed albums. I know some guys out there, and I know Greeno's one of them, he doesn't like autographs right on the cover, but never bothered me. I like, when I meet bands and stuff, I always get them to sign the cover. But of course, I had to buy the regular US version, black, so I could play it. You know, it's the craziness of being a vinyl collector, I guess. But really killer record. I did an individual review for this one as well. Amazing album. One of my favorite records this year so far. It's just such a good record. It's such a good metal album. But anyway, that is it for this update. I do have some stuff on order, pre-ordered stuff. Some things I've been waiting for. Like that, the Dwarfs thing I ordered a few weeks ago, and they finally got it in at work, at my work. I guess they had bumped it, but there's that one again. That's the Dwarfs. There's a couple other things that were on back order as well that I'm waiting on, so I'll probably be doing another LP update in the next couple weeks. I'll have some, again, more individual reviews of titles over the next few weeks. I ordered 4 new albums last week, which I was hoping to review for this week, and they were all back ordered because we had a nor'easter here. We got like a foot of snow, so it fucked up everything. So even our vinyl order for this week, or well, supposed to be for last week, didn't show up till today, or earlier today. So everything was fucked up. So a lot of that stuff I ordered to review was on back order, but what are you gonna do? But hopefully that's it for that fucking snow around here for a while, because I'm tired of it. March was a bitch. We had 3 nor'easters in a row. However, this time of year, getting snow around here, it melts quick. It's all pretty much gone now. It's been less than a week that we got the snow, so there's no, even on the yard, in the grass, there's no snow anymore. So that's one good thing about getting those kind of storms in March. They don't stick around too long on the ground. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Definitely follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Like I said, I'll be back doing another LP update within the next couple of weeks, because I have some really killer stuff coming. At least I think it is. More CD reviews. I got some interesting stuff coming, some independent stuff. Maybe a new Russian CD order at some point. I have a bunch of stuff in my cart for real cheap. It's just pulling the trigger on it, because there's other stuff that I want to get instead. Some new movie reviews coming too, I think. Got some interesting things. I'll be doing the Star Wars Last Jedi Blu-ray unboxing probably next, because it's actually late on the 27th. Well, technically the 26th, but so later on, after I wake up, since it's now the 27th, when I wake up in the morning, it'll still be the 27th, and I'm going to go out and pick up the new Target exclusive of The Last Jedi to give that a second chance, because I hated it. I really did not like that movie, but I do want to see it again, because my head might not have been in the right frame of mind for it at the time, but we'll see. I always like to give shit a second chance. I guess I expected way too much from it, but so that'll be the next one, because I'm going to go get the Target exclusive, I think, with the book and everything. That seems more interesting than any other exclusive. But anyway, like I said, enough rambling. Again, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Click that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you have been listening to lately. And what send me any recommendations on stuff. Obviously, everybody that watches my videos knows what I'm really into. So definitely give me some feedback below. Shoot me over some bands that you think I might dig, and maybe I'll do a review or show them in my next LP update or CD update. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Click that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. Picked up a ton of new subscribers. It's just getting crazy now. I can't believe how many I have at this point. So I want to thank everybody for hanging in there and watching my vids. I really appreciate it. It's just a fun thing to do. I'm not real serious about it, but it's cool. But I appreciate everybody watching and commenting all the time. I try to get back to everybody, but sometimes there's so many comments that I miss them, and I just never get a chance to read them or whatever. But anyway, I'll talk to you all real soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.